Chemistry has always been an important part of forensic science, while forensic science is vital in solving a crime. That is why forensics through chemistry has always been a crucial tool in criminal investigation. Forensics are the scientific methods used to solve a crime. Forensic investigation is the gathering and analysis of all crime-related physical evidence in order to come to a conclusion about a suspect. Investigators will look at blood, fluid or fingerprints, residue, hard drives, computers, or other technology to establish how a crime took place. This is a general definition though, since there are numbers of different types of forensics. Here are some analyses or examination conducted in forensic investigation that uses chemistry.
DNA forensics in criminal cases. DNA forensic is used in criminal cases to match the DNA of an individual to that of body cells left at the crime scene, such as skin cells, hair, semen, and blood. The FBI most commonly uses SDR analysis for its cases. With SDR analysis, chemists take DNA samples from areas at the crime scene. These are then compared with the DNA profiles of an individual, booked in an expansive database called SCODIS to identify suspects.
DNA forensics in civil cases. DNA forensics is used in civil cases such as fraud, forgery, or negligence. For example, unique DNA strands were placed on Super Bowl 34 footballs as well as 2000 Summer Olympics. Memorabilia to provide a means of determining authenticity. In addition, DNA forensics are used to identify the purity and content of food, water, and pharmaceutical to ensure that they meet required legal standards.
Firearms analysis. Chemistry is often used in crimes involving firearms in order to identify information from recovered bullets and residue. For example, a forensic scientist will examine a suspect's hands and clothes with infrared lights to look for gunpowder residue. If this residue matches that of the bullet found in the victim, there is evidence that the suspect recently fired the same type of firearm responsible for harming the victim. If no gunpowder residue is found on a suspect, a chemical analysis of the bullet can still reveal information such as the type of firearm used and how long ago the bullet was fired.
The mitochondrial DNA. For recent event, forensic DNA analysis uses nuclear DNA to identify matches. However, over time, nuclear DNA material deteriorates, making it necessary to test other parts of the cell. Mitochondrial analysis is used to find matches in unsolved crime from years ago. In addition to this, mitochondrial DNA can be used to solve claims and disputes by identifying persons and lineages for as long as 1,000 years ago.
Aside from being used for identification of suspects, the content of blood on a crime scene can be evaluated to reveal the presence of substance. For this evaluation, a chemist will perform a chromatography test, which uses intense heat to separate the blood into different contents. Afterwards, a chemist determines the level of substance such as alcohol or medication that would affect the suspect's action and motivation during a given crime.
Dye and ink analysis. Techniques like paper and thin layer chromatography have been found useful in the separation of ink and dye components. Electrophoresis is also helpful for this procedure. The chemical analysis of ink, especially in the question document examination, the dye exhibit toxic components which may have been the reason for death. Therefore, the concentration and amount of the components is required to be known.
Analyzing fingerprints left at the scene of a crime is one of the most critical parts of forensic analysis. Fingerprint analysis typically helps to connect the crime to a person who may have been present at the scene, but can also be used to track a person's previous records, arrest, parole, and other details.
Investigation of arson cases. To set up deliberate fire, a criminal may use a particular fuel to set up a fire as well as an accelerator, which will increase the duration of fire at the chosen site. The fire residues can be collected in airtight containers to identify the type of fuel and accelerant used, like gas, liquid, chromatography mass, spectrometry can be proved to useful for the quantitative estimation of the fuel.
For deeper understanding on how chemistry is applied in forensic investigation, our group cited a video of a simulated crime scene investigation conducted by the students of Forensic Science School. This video will help us to understand how chemistry is applied to forensic investigation.
All units, 6845 is requesting Imperial Highway and Main Street, shots fired.
2019 marks the 500th anniversary of the Florentine genius Leonardo da Vinci. This has brought to light a painting attributed to the master himself and practically unknown in the world. Lady with Stole has gone through countless illustrious hands, but in 1921 it fell into the hands of an industrial family in Germany. Since then, it has been locked away in the safe of a Swiss bank. By their express wish, it was to be exhibited at the Atatha Palace in May. On April 12th, the palace was broken into, and Da Vinci's extraordinary work of art was stolen. A witness attested to seeing suspicious activity and alerted the police. A man has been identified and is now in police custody. Forensics have sealed off the area and are currently gathering evidence.
Now, let's seek some possible analyses mentioned in the report which are applicable in the simulated forensic investigation of the students. First, let's see the evidences gathered. First evidence is a bottle of drink which may be used for chemical analysis or DNA analysis in case saliva is present. Second evidence is a strip of watch which may belong to the suspect. Scientists may measure and examine the strip to identify its origin. Third evidence is a tissue with blood stains. This can be used for blood analysis to identify whose blood it is. Fourth evidence, I think that is a ruler. It might have been used as a tool during the robbery. Fifth, this is done for fingerprint analysis. I think that's too common to us. And last, this is for footprint analysis, also for the seventh evidence. All evidences will be gathered and each evidence will be examined and analyzed by the forensic scientists. So that's how chemistry is applied in forensic investigation. Thank you! And thank you also for this Forensic Science School.